Now to Jonathan Lee in Canberra. Jonathan, Scott Morrison pretty keen to get people back to work?
Ash, good morning to you. Very keen to get people back to work. The Prime Minister focusing on one of his perceived strengths in the economy, trying to get people back into jobs, increasing that tax revenue, driving inflation, which is really what the Reserve Bank is desperate for also. We're told there's, well, when it comes to jobs, more than 280,000 available in the lead up to Christmas. The majority, of course, in the previously locked down states. New South Wales, Victoria, 123,000 there, more than 10,000 in the nation's capital, also far fewer though in West Australia, Queensland, Tasmania, South Australia. But when you look at that 280,000, it's also far fewer than the 330,000 jobs which we were told were lost between August and October. There are, though, some good sectors, Ash, when it comes to increases in wages, which is something we've been talking about now for the better part of the last 4 or 5 years. Construction up 2.6% over the year. Tech sectors also, scientific and technology, up 3.4%. But what Scott Morrison really wants to see is those people who are relying on welfare benefits to get back into the workforce now.
There are thousands and thousands and thousands of jobs which employers around the country are now looking to fill as the recovery takes hold. And I encourage Australians who are yet to get back into that workforce. Those jobs are there. The employers are looking for you. So please get out there and sign up and let's get back into this economy.
The opposition, though, Ash, is talking about insecure work. They're concerned that the increase in wages that we're starting to see is more of a sugar hit, and that will end up being lost once we start to see foreign workers coming back into the country. Here's Anthony Albanese.
This is a government that don't have a plan for secure work, don't have a plan to lift real wages. Labor does have a plan for secure work. We will put secure work into the Fair Work Act as an objective of the Act. We'll properly define casualisation. We'll address same job, same pay.
Jonathan, the Western Sydney Blitz seems to be starting earlier in this non-campaign period. Both leaders there today.
We know it's a battleground, Ash, Western Sydney. The government is obviously going to have to pick up seats somewhere. It's hoping to do that in Western Sydney and New South Wales at the moment. And you can always work out what is of interest for the government and opposition by where they head in the lead up to the election and where they are throughout the election, what they're trying to secure, what they're trying to sandbag and what they're trying to pick up. The opposition today focusing on Greenway. Greenway is Western Sydney, a little bit northwest and around the area of Park Lee. The opposition leader talking about NBN, following up on yesterday's announcement, getting better NBN into schools and also education. But it also wouldn't be an election campaign, Ash, if we didn't look at a few of the funnier things which are said. I've clipped together a little compile here of Anthony Albanese. Now, to be fair and balanced, it is out of context. It's worth a laugh. Have a listen.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. I'm a numbers guy. Oh, you're quick. Are you in year 2 as well?
There's this picture.
Year 6?
Some of the pieces.
Yeah, at the end there, asking a kid in year 6 if he's in year 2 is always going to go down awkwardly. But when we look at these key battleground states, we want to show you at home where they are and what is happening. So first and foremost, the Prime Minister this morning was in Reid talking about manufacturing. Reid is held by Fiona Martin. That's a margin of 3.2%. It's up against, or she's up against Sally Sato, a child of Chinese immigrants. That is always a battleground seat. When we look at Greenway, we can show you the graphic there. That is held by Michelle Rowland, Shadow Education, 2.8% for the Labor MP. The Libs yet to announce their candidate. So we can expect both sides of Parliament to be focusing very heavily on Western Sydney in the weeks going forward. Ash.